Ladies and gentlemen, we're broadcasting live from the Century 21 studios. We're here for
Adventures in Real Estate.
That's right. We got James Reardon. I'm Tejas Gosai, nicknamed Jay. We're going to be talking about...
Well, let's talk about foreclosures, short sales, and sheriff sales.
All right, we're going to go through all three of these vehicles. The common framework in all three of these is that there is a lender, usually a buyer who is acquiring the property, and a seller who is losing the property, usually involuntarily.
Right.
So really quickly, we have a guest on our program after you get through our spiel. Jennifer Livingston from Cardinal Realty is going to give us the differentiation between a short sale and a foreclosure. So we're going to talk about the sheriff sale. So let me get through this real quick. What's a sheriff sale? So a sheriff sale is a public auction where mortgage lenders, banks, tax collectors, and other litigants can collect money lost on property. And this occurs at the end of the foreclosure process. And the reason we want to talk about this is it's a great way to pick up properties.
It's a great way for investors to get into the real estate business.
You have a couple people that have been doing this. You want to explain the process?
They go in there, you can't just go in there blind. You need to investigate, you need to know what's going on sale, and you need to look at the top 2 or 3 properties that you want and really look at them. Know what's going on. You don't get a good chance to look that close, but you got to look at the numbers.
You got to know the neighborhoods, you want to go scout the area out. They announce the properties beforehand, and then they have the date for what's going on with the movement of that property. Sometimes it gets delayed, but generally the smarter investors in the sheriff sale world go with a big tablet, and they're ready to rock and roll. They know what numbers they're going to go out to. They're waiting to see if someone else is going to bid on certain properties. But let's talk about why investors are doing this. Follow me through to the process. How do they make the money?
Well, they're going to find a property that they know they can fix up for a certain amount and still come out with a profit. Just because you fix the property doesn't mean you're going to sell it for an exorbitant price. It's going to sell what the market says it's going to sell for. So they have to find the right property, fix it, and sell it at the going rate, and figure out what their profit margin should be.
And so there's a calculation for that. It's the ARV, sorry,
Right.
after repair value. Investopedia.com has a calculation. It's very easy to figure that out, right? You're just taking what you're going to buy it for, what the work is going to spec out to, and then what your profit margin is going to be when you sell it. So you want to have a good realtor for that, right?
Right. You need a good realtor. I like to partner with these guys because they use me to determine what the price is going to be when they fix it. Yeah.
Right. So, and we got to make the sale. So, following the process through from acquisition through renovation to the end, you can document that, put it into the listing agreement or listing description when it's ready to go. We've actually been successful in selling the properties before they have been completed.
Before they're even fixed.
With the information that we have together.
Yeah.
So pretty awesome. But let's talk about this interesting
Well, let's tell you, I mean, doesn't it sound like, oh boy, there's a bunch of, car salesmen taking advantage of people, but you know what, they're not. It's you guys, they're buying properties that are going to go to the wayside.
And girls.
And girls, yes.
Girls. But
I got to tell you, I was at a sheriff sale last week, and it was something really extraordinary happened there. The bank gets up and they announce the price of the property, and they already tell you what the lowest is they're going to bid for it. And the guy gets up and he goes, "Can I interrupt you?" And the sheriff was like, I don't know, please let me interrupt you and say something.
It never happens.
It never happens. The sheriff tells you to sit down.
Yeah.
So he says, "Go ahead." I go, "This lady over here wants to buy this property. It is her home. Her 2 kids have cancer. Look at her. You can see she has cancer. I beg all you guys, I'm an investor. Please do not bid on this property. Let her get the property back." The sheriff says, "Okay, announce the price of the property." The court says
$140, right?
$140. So he goes, "Okay, bid on the property at XYZ Lane." This lady with this nice little meeky voice says, "I bid $140,000. At that point, there's total silence in the room. The sheriff goes, "We have a $140,000 bid. Going once, going twice, sold." Everybody in that room stood up and cheered.
It's awesome.
It was I saw grown men crying.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Nobody sees
awesome.
like that,
no,
right?
You don't see it.
But it's a fact that half the people in the room are losing.
They're losing their homes, right?
Their homes. So
some guys there actually when they buy the home, they keep that same family in the home
Right.
and just rent it back out to them
There's some very respectable,
Yeah.
amazing landlords that allow that to happen.
at a lesser rate, at a lower going rate. They can get more.
They get to keep their home, and they get on a lease structure. They'll take care of the property.
So it's
on
nice
and
to hear
forth.
stories like that. It really is, Jay.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know, in the investment circle, I know that there's a lot of difficulty. It's you know, very cutthroat, rigid, a lot of math, a lot of finance, you know, very quick movements, but everyone's just trying to make a living, and I think that gets kind of mixed up in what goes on in the emotions in the real
Right.
estate
There's a lot of emotions there, but
Right.
everybody's just trying to make a living.
And
Yeah.
it's black and white at the end of the day. It's that property is going to be in condition A, B, C, location A, B, C, and the numbers are going to make sense. So that's really what we like to do, right?
We like to do it.
It's
We
a
wanna
needle
do
in the
it.
haystack. You got to have the right analysis. We want to be able to do that, and we want to share some of this information. So I guess you have to like or comment. Don't people do that?
Yeah.
We have to ask for it?
We gotta ask for it, right?
All right, and we're going to have some more updates later on.
Awesome.
We're going to turn it over to
Jennifer.
Jennifer Livingston to tell you about short sales and foreclosures. And thank you guys for being here today.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Livingston with Cardinal Realty, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about short sales and foreclosures. Many times when you're looking to purchase a home, you'll see a home is a short sale or a foreclosure. And I get asked a lot, what is the difference? What is a short sale? I can tell you there is nothing short about a short sale. A short sale means that the seller owes more than what their home is worth. So they need to get approval from their bank in order to sell their home. They could have a mortgage of $250,000, but maybe the market only supports a sell price of $200,000. So there's a $50,000 difference there that the bank has to forgive or work out some type of payment plan, sometimes with the homeowner. So if you see a short sale, you want to be in a position where you don't have to move in right away because they are a process. So it's anywhere from 3 months or beyond. 3 months would be a quick short sale in the market that we're in today. Many times the bank can come back and say, we want $225,000 when the home was only on the market for $200,000. So it really depends on what situation you're in as a buyer if you want to deal with a short sale. So you would submit your offer just like a normal offer, but there's a short sale addendum on there. Many times you can wait to have your home inspection done or submit your earnest money until you hear from the bank. And like I said, there's nothing short about that. That can be a long process. So you want to make sure that you're working with a realtor that is familiar with short sales and that the listing agent is also familiar with short sales. There's a lot of information that the bank is going to need in order to make that decision for the seller. So it's anywhere from 3 months to 6 months, possibly even longer. The bank, like I said, can counter back at a higher price. What is a foreclosure? A foreclosure means that the bank actually owns the property, so there's not a seller in the home anymore. It's a bank-owned property. You're going to have special contracts and addendums that are basically drawn up to help protect the bank. You're buying it as is, so there's not going to be any disclosures on the property. The bank doesn't know a lot about the property. They did not live in the property, so it's very important that on a foreclosure you definitely want to get a home inspection. So that's the difference between a short sale and foreclosure. I'm Jennifer Livingston with Cardinal Realty.